Hey Gemini, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for February 17th, 2025. This is for Gemini. Last shuffle for Gemini. Let's see what's going on. Gemini, there's a lot going on here. There's a consciousness of lack and increase. For some of you, what may be pressing on your mind is the fact that you are lacking either finances or you're not where you want to be. I think that it's starting to really weigh on you. Like maybe you're working a job, but you just feel like I'm not where I want to be. You feel no passion for any of the stuff you're doing. It's just busy work. It's just, I'm just doing what I need to do to get here and there. You may have a passion that you do adore and love, but you may only be doing it for money. Like now, like say you're a painter and you love to paint and you love to create, but now you're only commissioning pieces of work just for the money and you don't really love what you're creating at all. Spirit is asking you with everything in you to focus on loving your life, loving where you are. It's time to remain very positive. Something has ended here. Something may have died in someone. It's almost like something happened in your life. I'm seeing someone's life stinging. Things are stinging. You're getting attacked. You may feel attacked. Attacked in many different ways. But I'm seeing someone who needs to love and accept themselves as they are. Love and accept your life. Love things in your life. Love is the highest vibration. That's what wealth is attracted to. That's what money is truly attracted to, is love. Any real, true, abundant person would say that they love what they do. You know what I mean? Not those who stepped on other people to get what they are, where they are. And you could tell who they are because you can see it in the eyes. You can see in their demeanor. Like they don't love what they do. They just stepped on people to get there. But the real people that love where they are, love who they are, love what they do. You can see it. Like, what is it? Bob Ross, is that his name? The Happy Little Trees. That man loved what he did. You could tell. And he became the person he became because of what he loved. And I know I'm using painting and art, but that's not the case. That's not the whole, the subject. It's about loving where you are, loving what you do. What you do now will yield results. When you come from a place of like, I love doing this. Very difficult to do, very easy to say. But Page of Cups over the whole reading says that there's a creative spark in you. That some of you are very creative in some form or fashion. You're good at something. Even if it is a technical thing. It's like you're good at something or you love doing something. And you need to start putting effort towards it. Okay, you need to put some efforts towards something. You may feel like you're out of options though. With a consciousness of lack, you have Nine of Wands, Judgment twice, and Page of Wands. Some of you may feel like there's no redemption. I can't change. This is my lot in life. This is where I'm at. It doesn't matter what I do. I only have two choices in front of me and they both suck. That's just what you're aware of for the moment. And that's how you feel for the moment, right? We're focusing on the wrong level of abundance sometimes when this comes out. And I just want to say that sometimes we will place abundance as far as like it's finances. That's the prosperity is abundance. All of that is financial. All of that is, it's really love of things that you do. It's about waking up in the morning and absolutely loving every point. I woke up this morning. I love my bed. I'm waking up. I love, my routine. I love my teeth and brushing them. I love my body and washing it and moisturizing it. I love my clothing. I love the things I chose for myself. Or I love the fact that there were people generous enough to give me these clothing or whatever it is. I love that there's generosity around me and love, because without love, there is no generosity or whatever it is. Even if it's given begrudgingly, it could have said no. Whatever their reasoning for, which they have to answer to. There's a need for you to be in that space, because if you think about the things you lack, you'll be there all day. According to this, the increase is the Four of Cups and the Eight of Cups. People around you are very unhappy. There's a lot of depression around you. There's a lot of, they have certain things, according to this, right? There's people around you that have things you don't, and they're not happy with anything. That is a terrible energy to be around. If I'm being honest. Say, I've been there. I can't even lie. There was a point in my life where I was homeless, and I had a generous friend, right? And this person was so unhappy with their lives, and they had more than I ever did at that point. They were always focusing on what they lacked. I used to wonder how. I would give to that person. I had nothing, and they would still be kind of picky about the things, you know. They weren't happy. They were never grateful for anything. And not to say, I mean, this is before and after I was okay, and then I needed help, and then I'm okay. It's like they're still living in that energy. They're still vibrating on that level. They could have a full pantry and they're still sad. I don't have what I want, but I don't have certain brand of bread. I don't have a certain brand of this. You know, I don't eat anything but this kind of egg, and you're just like, eggs are eggs are eggs, you know. But that's not true necessarily too either. But I'm just saying, you find people, it's like there's people that would hope for a potato, and you're upset about the smaller things. And that's kind of what I'm seeing. I mean, not the smaller things, but the things you have. You're upset you have them, and you don't have what you think you want. You just find a reason consistently to be in a Four of Cups. Just like, I've got it all, but I'm just so focused about what's not in that cup. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of people around you right now that are abandoning great things in their life because of this ingratitude. They're walking away from things that are perfectly fine. They're leaving behind things. They're not accomplishing much. And that may be rubbing off on you. Spirit is bringing this up, right? It's time to end some level of belief. Like you may have, there's certain religious beliefs or upbringings or spiritual path kind of things that may keep you in a space. Instead of painting the sun back in your sky, get some fluorescent paint, paint that wall, or some glow in the dark paint. You know what I mean? It's like, instead of sitting in this darkness with people, it's find reasons to be happy. If you could do anything, what would it be? Focus on what's in your heart, really. That's the gateway to the soul, because they're showing a transformation, a soul transformation, a rebirth. You need to remain as positive as possible. And by remaining positive, that's the energy of saying, you know what, sometimes life hurts, right? Sometimes it stings. Sometimes we get hit, but I still love and accept myself as I am. And I know everything in my life works. Start working on a project, because you will reap results from this. If you're starting on something now, if you're thinking about it, if you're contemplating it, just take the plunge. And if you've taken the plunge, Spirit's promising that there's going to be a result. Something good is going to come out of this. And it is financial, but it is also an abundance of love, which attracts more. Intuition and manifestation with the Fool. It doesn't have to be romantic love either. I'm talking about loving our life, attracting people who love their life, attracting things that you love, that will come into your life because you're just so focused on loving your life. It's an abundance that never stops. It's a cup that overflows when you start that process. Focus all your attention on love. I love this. I love this color. I love that. Continue to attract that into your life. Intuition and manifestation is talking a lot about your spiritual condition. You got to take the lead. You've got to continue to take leaps of faith. I'm seeing angel number 1001. Someone may be going through a dark night of the soul. You're being awakened. There's a path, there's an enlightenment in this. It will pass, it will sting, it will feel ridiculous, because I see someone saying, I'm fighting. I feel like I'm struggling. I feel like I'm being challenged. I am trying to pursue those things, but I'm being challenged. And the challenge is to remain positive no matter what happens, which means that there may be a lot of things coming at you that make you feel like you have a kick me sign in your back. Loving woman with death and the King of Cups. The loving woman is a person this person's unhappy. They may be emotionally calm on the surface, but they're unhappy. I see a person who, this person may be trying to nurture you or around you and maybe telling you they love you. This isn't gender specific. But ultimately, it looks like they're sad. I just want to make sure. This person also, for some reason, they're coming off as someone who is like you're happy with. They're happy, but there's a challenge there. They may be the one challenging what makes you happy when you choose something. They may go, are you sure that's what you want? They may not even believe that something that you would say makes you happy. They may be bringing up reasons to challenge your your choices. So what I would say to this is that you need to focus on, if you could be anything, what would that be? And then I would I would see this as this should be motivation to continue doing something that you already know makes you happy. Motivation. Look into your Pluto placements and Scorpio placements in your chart, because they're speaking a lot about the transformation you're about to go through, or the transformation you are going through. Wasps may be important. The color mauve, it vibrates on like a frequency of clear hearing. You'll be able to hear things that are spoken that you wouldn't have heard any other way until now, type of thing. I hope this makes sense, because it's all over the place to me. But you could be dealing with an Aries, a Scorpio. Those are the main two signs. We have Cancer, Pisces, Leo, Sagittarius. So you could be a Gemini, Cancer cusp, dealing with the Cancer, Leo cusp. We have Scorpio, Sagittarius cusp, Pisces, Aries cusp. If you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.